I'm bored. Let's do a wellness check on Melonie Mac. All right, so before we watch this video, I just want to do a quick recap on what's been going on with Melonie Mac in case you guys aren't aware. So Melonie Mac over on Twitter, I believe it was Twitter and on YouTube, uploaded a very short video where she went to a My Chemical Romance concert and got absolutely obliterated and roasted by her own audience because of the fact that My Chemical Romance is pretty much anti everything that Melonie Mac has been spouting off on social media for the better part of 2 years. And so her fans are they're confused. Why the fuck did you go to support this band when they're nothing like the things that you say we should be? They're the opposite of everything that you complain about and scream about and yell about on social media. And you go and you support them. And then she doubled down on it and tried to act like, well, you can support the art without supporting the artist, and tried to play that game, the thing that she's given so much shit to other people for. Totally hypocritical. Her audience saw through it completely. And so they called her out on it, and she got mad about it and left Twitter. She quit Twitter, the platform that she was allowed to do anything that she wants on. She's been in trouble on YouTube. She's been in trouble on Twitch. She's been in trouble everywhere, but over on Twitter, she almost never gets checked. They don't check her, no slap on the wrist, no shade whatsoever. Literally, she's allowed to run free on Twitter. But because she got so much pushback, an overwhelming amount of pushback, she has been on CRASHOUT watch for a while now. Like, her channel's not doing great. Her numbers are down. She's seeing all kinds of problems in the horizon. And so now she's giving us an update video. So I'm curious in this update video, what's going on? Is she walking away from YouTube? What is she doing? What are her plans? It's like a soap opera. Let's get updated from Melonie Mac. Please, YouTube, do not block and restrict this video like you do on all of my Melonie Mac videos. I think the word needs to get out there. We need to know what's going on with Melonie Mac. Let's commence the wellness check.
Hi, everyone. I know I'm not at my standing desk right now. This is probably very jarring, but I wanted to make this video today just to tell you guys what's going on with me and
Volume's awful.
Some of the schedule changes and all that kind of stuff that I plan on doing for myself for the past, I don't know, for the next couple weeks, maybe even to a month.
Oh.
So as a lot of you guys know, I already left X. The platform was way too stressful, way too combative.
That's your thing, though. That's your thing. F slur here, F slur there, blackface pictures. Like, that's your thing. You're creating the combative environment that you're in. You can get on Twitter and literally not get involved in any of that. You stay on your For You page. You don't respond to stuff. You avoid all of it. It doesn't have to be like that. You thrived on that. You would quote tweet and attack people. You're in somebody's replies talking shit. That's crazy. I can't believe I got muddy when I was in the mud. I can't believe it, guys. I was rolling around in the dirt and I got dirty. So it's way too dirty in the dirt. Bitch, like, you did this to yourself. This is a self-inflicted problem.
Lately, I've just been feeling like I need a palate cleanse. I need some positive, happy vibes, good things to focus on right now, because it can be extremely draining when you're just surrounded by negativity.
Do you even know who the fuck you stream with? Are you aware of the people sitting on panels with you? Let's do a recap. Melonie Mac used to hang out with F&T. But they don't fuck with her anymore either, because they know that she has lost it. She's off the deep end. So they don't fuck with her anymore either. But she used to hang out over there. She used to hang out with heel versus babyface as. And now she hangs out with the quartering. And you're like, I don't want to be surrounded by negativity. Bitch, you are negativity. You and the people you surround yourself with are part of the negativity. You are the problem. You are the drama. You are the outrage and the hate. That is on you. Everything that people do in response to what you're giving, the energy you're giving, is matching energy. That's what we do over here. We match energy, right? If you're giving off, if it's giving hate and anger, the energy level over here is going to go to hate and anger. We match energy. So when you're saying, "Oh, it's too negative. It's too negative." You are the negativity. It's you.
Constantly. So for that reason, I am going to spend the next couple weeks to a month, I don't know how long, focusing on doing stuff that I really love to do.
Oh. So you don't love all the stuff you were doing before. That's really fucking interesting. Let's unpack this psychologically, right? So all of the stuff you do on YouTube, all the stuff you're doing that comes across hateful and angry, and all of the stuff you do in the service of the Lord, calling gay people F slurs, calling trans people all kinds of slurs, all of that is stuff you don't love to. She doesn't love to do it. So hate is a round the clock job. It's a 24/7 career. She's a career hater. That's what she's doing. It's career hate. So again, the victim complex is off the charts. Honey, you really need better help or something. Please get away from whatever this church you're going to is not doing you any favors. They're not doing you any favors. You need professional help. I mean this. Because the projection is crazy. The complete and utter inability to understand the environment you're in and the problems you're creating for yourself is unhealthy. It's absolutely unhealthy. I can't believe what I'm hearing, to be quite honest. So she doesn't love doing what she does. She's going to go back to focusing on things that she does love doing. Let's see if she's going to give us examples of what she loves doing.
That's obviously my Bible channel.
Okay.
And then video games, right? So
okay.
I want to spend.
So those two things specifically, her Bible channel and video game. Those are the things she loves. Okay. So all of the other, anything else she does, keep this in mind. Remember this moving forward. Anything else that she does that is not those two things, playing video games and reading Bible verses, are things that she doesn't love. And what I mean by that is anything she does on social media. Anything she would do on Twitch, anything she would do on Twitter, anything she would do on YouTube. All of these are things that she doesn't love to do. She listed two things. This is your opportunity. This is a fucking update video. It's your opportunity to clear the air and tell us what's going on in your boring ass life. And you said video games and Bible verses. Okay, cool.
More time. These next couple weeks or so, we'll see how long this lasts, but I need just some time just hanging out, playing some Tomb Raider or playing whatever else, just playing some games that I enjoy. So I'm going to be going back to my streaming channel for that. So
the commentary channel? This is like the third person. So Melonie Mac, I saw Diabolical Souls. Can't remember. It was another channel. I can't remember. I'd have to look it up. There's another channel I saw where these like because I would say Melonie Mac is now falling into like the sort of the mid-level chud grift space. She's kind of falling back on that. These mid-level channels are realizing that the commentary stuff ain't it. It's not popping anymore. It's not popping. The club is closed. That nobody's waiting in line to get in anymore. Literally, you're sitting in the VIP by yourself. You're in the VIP for no reason because ain't nobody else in the club with you. So she's realizing that. So now she's going to go back to gaming. She's going to do Bible verses and she's going to stream games. So the commentary shit is taking a back seat. Do not let her trick you. Don't let her trick you into thinking this is just her doing this because of whatever's happening on social media. This is an epidemic. This is an epidemic with no vaccine for these channels. There's no cure. There's no pivot for them. They can't do anything else. Their audience is hardwired to hate stuff. They're also hardwired to do the things that the cult of personalities have told them. And now that she's a cult of personality that did the opposite of what she was telling them to do, they have turned on her. And now she's having to run and try something else. But keep in mind, this was going to happen no matter what. This just expedited it. It just sped it up. It just made it happen quicker.
If you're not following me there and you like gaming streams and you'd like to hang out there, it would be awesome. It's just youtube.com/Melonie Mac. I'll have a link in the description. But you can search it, Melonie Mac Gaming Streams. I've had that channel for a 16, 17 years, something like
Right.
that. And that,
By the way, going back to a channel that old, I know this for a fact. If you like, you need to start a new channel. I know you see my content, Melonie. If you're gonna take any advice from me that might help your mental health, because you've lost your mind, you should start a new gaming channel from scratch and rebuild a gaming channel. It seems like it's a tough thing, but for a channel your size, if you have enough actual legitimate people that want to watch you game, you would be better off doing it on a new channel. Going back to your old channel, YouTube is not going to promote it. You're going to be in the same situation you're in right now.
used to be where I put most of my
That's
focus.
just real tea.
But
That's real tea.
I'm gonna go stream some games on there starting Monday.
Yeah.
I think.
No
So
one cares.
I'm just gonna spend more time just streaming some games and hanging out and focusing on fun stuff. I just need that time right now. So I'm gonna do that. If you guys
please respect my time.
would like to hang out with me for those streams.
You know, it's funny to watch someone that has done nothing but hated on gay and trans people for so long act like, just please respect my time. Give me some time to myself, please. Please, I'm begging you. Okay.
That would be awesome.
Oh.
My Bible channel, Bible Time with Melonie Mac. Also, what y'all have linked, I will keep doing daily Bible verses of the day there, and then encouraging videos for you guys. At least, I don't know, I'm thinking, I'm only gonna get like 2 videos this week, but I'm thinking like 3 days a week I think would be a good balance. I have to find a good balance for myself right now.
But you love doing it. Where's the balance in that, right? You said the 2 things you love doing are playing video games and reading the Bible. I can tell you right now, the things that I love, I'm a DJ. I love playing music. I literally have my DJ set up back here. I will do that over anything at any point in time. Right. So if I have an opportunity to come in here and put on music, make remixes, edits, whatever, I'm going to be doing this because I love doing it. I wouldn't say that I have to find a balance between the 2 things that I really enjoy doing. I'm just going to do whichever one I feel like doing at that moment. So you're saying now that you have to find a balance because you know that you need people to be locked in to your Bible channel, which I don't know why the fuck anybody would want to listen to you read the Bible to them. But I digress. I don't know why anybody would want to listen to anybody read the Bible. But no shade to the people that are Christian. You guys do you. But Melonie Mac specifically, I don't know why anybody would want her to do that. I mean, it must be, it's rough. I've never watched one, but I'm assuming that she struggles a little bit with it. Anyway, let's go.
Because it's like, I got to a point where I was uploading 5 videos every single day across all my platforms.
Right.
And it was a lot. It was a lot, and it was.
Well, you had to do that because there was the lower views were coming in, so you had to make up for time watched in videos and ad revenue with multiple videos a day. And this is something that we see on Nerdrotic, Geeks and Gamers. These people that have like 5 channels: Nerdrotic Daily, Nerdrotic Clips. Like all of these channels are so that they can break the algorithm, which is YouTube. So for people that don't know, if you're unaware. YouTube has a limit on the amount of videos you can upload that they promote. So if you're somebody who gets unrecommended a lot, and you upload more than 3 videos a day, one of those videos will not get recommended properly. It will just get shuffled away. Which is why in a 24-hour period, you have to be careful about how many videos you upload. But these guys know that there's going to be months where the rent is due and videos aren't popping like they're supposed to. So you change that by uploading more videos to multiple channels so that you can get more revenue, and you max it out. So you'll see like 3 videos on one channel, 3 videos on another channel, 3 videos on another channel. So they're getting more money every day by uploading that amount of content. Now, if they've got enough viewers to watch that content, that's fine. But this is it's a thing where you either get it or you don't. Like, you know it, or you don't understand it. I don't know if she truly understands it, because I don't even know if she has somebody doing. Melonie Mac's one of those people. I don't know who's working with her still to make her content. It seems like she's kind of just doing it all herself. So if she's doing it all herself, 5 videos across multiple social media platforms a day is ridiculous. It's literally like, sis, are you okay? Are you okay? 5 videos a day across multiple platforms by yourself. All right.
Also, a lot of it was just focusing on, hey, look at all this stuff that's going on in the world. Look at, you know, focus. And I get it because we do need to call out
Right.
some bad stuff that's going on in the world. But I feel like after years of doing this, I need just some time to have like a little bit of a palate cleanse,
Right.
and to focus on some fun stuff that
Palate
I enjoy.
cleanse.
So my plan for next week.
So before she gets into this, I think the issue is with these guys is there's never a follow-up to success because their audience doesn't care about success, right? So there's never a follow-up. It's all about problem-centric content, like commentary. Like if you watch my videos, not only will I point something out, but a lot of times I will give you proper information. I'll give you my opinion on it. I'll be like, let's shoot the shit. I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about kind of thing or whatever. But I'm still giving you guys like something other than just presenting the problem. I'm not going, hey, this sucks, and then end the video. Like that's not typically what I like to do. It's not the way I like to make content. I like to add something in there that clears the air a little bit. The difference between what I do, because a lot of people would say, oh, well, you're doing the same thing as that. No, the difference in what I do and what they do is they just talk about the problem. And I say, and let me use air quotes here, the problem. Because y'all, their idea of a problem is never really a problem, but they want to talk about problems, right? So they'll talk about like a gay person in a movie, and there's never a realistic solution to it because they won't say what they actually mean. So it's like they don't want gay people in anything. They would prefer for us to just not be present. Disappear, sis, bye. They just don't want us to be present anywhere. They want us to go away. They want us to vanish. They want us to get blipped by Thanos. But they won't say that because they know that will alienate some of their viewers, and it also reduces plausible deniability when people come in and call them homophobic. So they won't say that. So they can't actually get to the point. They never do. So what they do is they sort of edge you. they edge you for a while, getting you right there. You know what I mean? But they won't actually finish things off because they know that there's a issue with that in terms of like how their audience looks at them. So it would get frustrating spending years introducing problems with no solutions. If you want to see something really funny, if you ever get a chance or you're bored and you're in the mood to give yourself a headache, I do not recommend. Go back and look at like one of these channels from 2024 and the things that we're complaining about, and then think about, was it ever resolved? Were these issues ever resolved? Did anything ever happen because of this? And I don't mean like a shift in culture or a shift in the industry. I mean, specifically, get very pedantic about it and specifically look at whatever the issue is and see if there was ever any sort of fucking resolution or follow-up to it. Chances are there aren't going to be. There's not going to be any resolution or follow-up. And the reason why is because these guys, their business model is not it's not problem solving, right? They're not there to create any fix or give you a suggestion on how to make it better. They're simply there to talk about the things that they know people will get mad about, get outraged about. And that's the narrative. The narrative doesn't require them to introduce solutions. It requires them to make up problems.
Oh, well, starting Monday, is to hop on my gaming streams channel and play some get back to Tomb Raider 2 Remastered. Where I left off on Xbox was Barkang Monastery. So I'm going to hop on there, my favorite level all the time. And I got so busy with other stuff that I haven't been prioritizing the gaming streams. So I'm going to give myself some time to do that again and have some fun doing that. So I'm gonna, it'll be a good time. And I look forward to seeing you guys there who want to be there. I'm not going to abandon this channel. But
I think they're doing construction outside. I apologize if you can hear some background noise. It sounds like some construction is going on. So if it's in the background of this video, I don't know. I'm sorry.
To be there. I'm not going to abandon this channel, but I got to a point where I'm just like, here, let me upload 2 videos a day here every day.
Wait. You said you were taking like a 2-week, 3-week break, and now you're like, I'm not going to abandon this channel? Are you okay? Are you okay? Why would we assume, let me put myself into the seat of a Melonie Mac channel fan, right? Why would I assume that you're abandoning a channel when you just said I'm taking a short break? I think the short break is a lot longer than a short break, y'all. I think that it's going to be a little bit longer than 3 weeks.
Look forward to seeing you guys there who want to be there. I'm not going to abandon this channel, but
Okay.
I got to a point where I'm just like, here, let me upload 2 videos a day here every day. And I really burnt myself out doing that because, again, a lot of what to upload on like a social commentary type channel, we have to be surrounded by negative news a lot.
You don't have to be. You don't have to be. Matter of fact, and I know this for sure, when I'm looking through my topics for the day, and I'm going to be starting it soon. It'll probably be, I don't know, by the end of the year. I'm starting a channel where I'm talking about like just news that isn't awful, just exciting and fun stuff. And it's going to be a channel I'm going to have as a third channel. I'm going to have 3 channels. But you know what? I love doing this. So for me, it's not a big deal, right? It might be for some people, not necessarily for me. But I want to focus on talking about things that I can get into, like talking about positive stuff. Okay, rewind this. Hold on. All right, so she could talk about stuff that she likes, but she can't do it on a channel where it's primarily negative. All right. So if you were in negative town, if you're in Hateville, right? If that's where you're residing at, that's where you're living, that's where you're planting your heels in, you can't just talk about positive stuff and expect it to do well. And it's not necessarily because of her. It's because that's the YouTube system. So you have to start another channel like that. This is why I already have 2 channels now for that reason. But I'm starting a 3rd channel because I want to talk about something even more different than what I'm doing right now. So you can do that. It is possible, but the real tea is you're not going to make the money you're making doing outrage content. It's not going to reach that audience. So what she means to say is I can't make a living off of YouTube talking about things that aren't negative. That is the translation for people who don't speak Melonie Mac, right? If you're a non-Melonie Mac speaker, she's essentially saying that she can't make money doing that. And now the money is so small. The amount of money she's making is so little. It's such a tiny amount compared to what it was before that she can't sustain doing that. And she's doing what a lot of these guys are doing, walking away from this content, walking away from it. Do I think she's going to abandon the channel based on what I know outside of Melonie Mac's channel? Like, what I'm seeing from other channels? Probably. And I don't mean abandon. She might still live stream, but I think the daily content thing is over. I think that's over. The only thing that would bring her back is if culture shifts on YouTube and people are clicking on outrage content again. That's the only thing. She's probably she's going to go back to gaming and try and make money off of that, off of subscriptions and stuff like that for gaming, which is fine. That's fine. It's definitely more healthy than what she was doing. Okay. I support that for anyone, not just her, because fuck her. But I support that for anyone. But if you're a hateful, homophobic, transphobic, religious zealot piece of shit, I don't care about you personally. I just don't. I don't give a fuck about you personally. But it would be better for her.
And it was just kind of, it's been wearing me down. It's
right.
Been wearing me down for years.
We can tell. You need a gay friend. If you weren't so hateful, you get a gay friend, they'll fix you up. You'd be in a much better position than you're in now. But hate and Christian oppression takes a toll on you. That's why we see so many Mar-a-Lago faces on a lot of the women so close to Christianity.
But I don't know, just right now, since ramping up the content here and all that, it's like, wait, I can slow things down.
Right.
I still am going to do some uploads here, but I'm not going to be doing 2 a day.
Okay.
I'm going to go back because I was doing like an upload or 2 a week on here, and I think I want to do that. And it doesn't only have to be negative stuff that's going on in the world.
Well, then your channel's dead. Bye-bye. Your channel is dead. It doesn't have to only be negative stuff. I hate to tell you this, Melonie Mac, but if you want to tank your channel, that is the quickest way to do it. It's even quicker than not uploading. If you want to tank your channel, you shift your content to something that no one on your channel cares about, and then YouTube sees that your subscribers are not clicking on it because there's a dead subscriber penalty when you reach a certain amount of subs on YouTube. When you're hot, when you're popping, and the people who still say that now, when you're popping, when you're lit, I think lit's even outdated now. When you're doing your thing, when you're locked in and you have a lot of subscribers, and then they're scrolling through their subscription feed and they don't click on your video, they just scroll past it. Every time that happens, it's a little reminder to YouTube that nobody's watching your content. So putting out content that you know your viewers don't want to see is a death sentence for your channel. It's actually better to not put anything out so that they're not scrolling past it than it is to put something out that people are just not going to watch. You'd be better off just starting a brand new channel if you want to talk about positive stuff. Putting it on your negative channels is a death sentence.
Like, I can focus on positive things too.
Yeah.
So that's my plan.
And what is positive to Melonie? Like, what's this is gonna be fun. I was curious to see what she considers to be positive
right now. So I just wanted to give you guys a heads up. I didn't stream yesterday. I was just really overwhelmed and just trying to figure out what I'm doing.
Yeah, because a lot of the comments in her streams are people calling her out still. It's overwhelmed, aka my subscribers have turned on me.
With my schedule and all
that aka.
And I think this is just gonna be nice. We're gonna see how it works out. We're gonna see how all that goes, but I definitely need that time. So I hope you guys are cool with that.
Wait, did she get another job? Huh. Is she doing something else? Now I'm thinking, this is purely speculation. Purely speculation. But is it possible that she's doing something else for money? And I'm not insinuating what you guys think I'm insinuating. I mean, maybe it is feet pictures. Just kidding. I don't know. But is she doing something else for money, and so she's not going to have the time to make so much content? Because, like, I have friends that are very successful delivery service people. Like, they make their own schedule. They do, like, Instacart, DoorDash, Uber Eats, stuff like that. They make their own schedule, and they work, like, they'll do a week where they're working, like, every day, Monday through Friday, you know, during peak time or whatever, and they'll take a week off where they're not doing it. And they do it twice a month, and they make great money doing that. And they have a lot of free time. But it does take up a lot of your daytime because you're out during, like, breakfast, lunch, dinner. So it makes me wonder if she's doing something like that. I don't know.
No, not everybody who's subscribed here is a gamer. If you've been subscribed for a long time, like on other platforms and stuff, you know, like the gaming it's the main thing that I've ever done on my social media stuff. So I think there's something just exciting about getting to the roots of that again, because I just miss it a lot. So that's my plan right now. Would love to know what you guys think in the comments. And yeah, I hope if you're not.
I don't think she really wants to know what people, based on what's been going on with her, I don't think she wants to know what people think about it. I think that's a lie, sis.
Follow me on my gaming stream channel that you will be here on YouTube. That's where I'm sticking with things. I like YouTube best. That's what the platform I've stayed with for so long, and it's just the best one in my opinion. So
why does the video keep glitching like that?
That's what I stick with. And then of course
I apologize. I don't know what's doing that.
I do Instagram stories and all that kind of stuff, but actual main stuff is YouTube.
Well, Instagram doesn't pay well.
I'm ready for that.
Real talk. People that make content for Instagram and stuff, it doesn't pay well unless you're an influencer that's getting brand deals.
I actually think I'm gonna get my desk set up back to a regular desk with a chair even. I know I've been using a standing desk for years, but I'm gonna get things reorganized, comfortable, and I'm excited.
That doesn't sound like you're still going to be making the same content you were making before. If you're going to change your entire room around, the content's changing, fam. The content is changing. Times are changing. Who said she can't be progressive, right?
I'm excited for some gaming streams and
are you?
All of that stuff. So I think the internet right now is very cutthroat, and in a lot of the social commentary space, especially in the nerd culture, a lot of people are just at each other's throats constantly.
You know, I don't side with her. Like, the cunty behavior that she does, I don't side with it. But she's not lying about that. Like, it is getting cutthroat because the funds are drying up. It is parched. It is about as dry as your hair right now. Literally. It really is. So a lot of people in the commentary space are having to cut ties with certain people. They're trying to restructure their brands. It is not looking good. It's not looking good for that kind of media. And we love to see it. We love to see it.
I think because they were so, and I mentioned this kind of in my cancel culture video that I made last, but a lot of people, like, they've been going after the woke, right? And I have too. But I think sometimes when we stare too far into the abyss, or we stare too far into a focus, like, it can kind of turn us into what we hate. And
ooh, there's so much to unpack there. So you're woke now? Everyone around you is woke? I didn't see the cancel culture video that she made. To be quite honest, I'm not going to sit through another Melonie Mac video today. But you're saying that your community, or the community you surround yourself with, is now woke. That simply covering the woke ideology and the gay mafia has now turned you into those things. This is a twist to the story we couldn't expect. So she is calling out everyone in her space. Remember, Eric July made a video essentially calling review commentary unprofessional if you're someone making media in that industry. And now we have Melonie Mac saying that the people around her have turned into woke cancel pigs. Like, all of these things that they accuse us of being, it's all of a sudden becoming prevalent in their community, and we're just chugging along like we always have, fam. We're chugging along. We're doing the same stuff we've always been doing. Our structure is not falling apart. Matter of fact, I would say our structure is getting even stronger, to be honest. And this stuff is falling apart. It's all falling apart. We got Melonie Mac essentially quitting what she was doing. I don't believe for a second we're going to see Melonie Mac at the level we saw her at before. We're not going to see that. That's not going to happen. So we have Melonie Mac essentially quitting the commentary space. Again, we need to see where this goes, but it doesn't look good. It's giving DOA. It's giving RIP. It's giving Tombstone. Let's continue.
I don't want to do that for myself. I don't want to become like Aaron Yeager, where he was so into his. I don't know how many of you watched
interesting reference.
Attack on Titan, where he was so into that I'm gonna kill all the Titans that he corrupted himself in his resolve along the way.
This is typical, like, how Christianity functions as a form of control and oppression. Is that nothing is ever as easy as it looks, right? Like, everything is always some weird conspiratorial situation that is based solely on feelings, never on any objectivity or anything like that. All the stuff that they tried to tell their fans and what they tried to push on us over the years has been a lie. It was never facts over feelings. It was always feelings over facts. And it just took them a while to try and use the idea that objectively XYZ never was that. It was always, we're going to use this as a weapon for as long as we can, and then we're just going to flip the script on everybody. And then, we got you.
So I don't want to do that. I know that I feel like there's a level of ruthlessness that a lot of social commentary channels have to have, and not all of them are this way, for sure.
Call
there's
them
a
out.
lot who aren't, and who
Call them
still, are well intended.
You know what I love about this, even with the Eric July video and a couple of the other channels that I've watched that have talked about this, they never want to call fuckers out. They never want to name names. Name motherfucking names. Bring the receipts. If you got something to say, fucking say it. Don't be a fucking bitch about it. Like, say it. Don't be a scaredy cat. Like, give us names. Give us receipts. Say what you want to say. If you're such badasses and you call stuff out, call it the fuck out. Say it. The fact that you won't say it comes across really fucking pathetic and afraid. And it's giving concern. It's giving, if I call them out, Are they going to accept me back when the tide turns, or if it shifts? Am I going to be allowed back into the club? It's giving that. And this is the same thing we're dealing with all, and I hate to bring this up, but I'm going to bring it up. This is the same thing with this Trump Epstein shit, is that people don't want to like say anything because they want to make sure that they don't piss off the wrong people in case the tide turns and they need to be saved for some reason. So she's afraid to say any names, even though she knows exactly, trust me, she knows exactly who the fuck she's talking about. Just like if I tell you guys I have a problem with someone, I'm going to say who the fuck that person is. I'm going to say it is this person. That's one of the things about our channels. You may not like what I have to say. You may have an issue with me. You may have an issue with people that I've streamed with and other people in this space. You have an issue with all progressive, liberal commentary people in general. You might have an issue with people that fight back against any of these other guys. But one thing you can never accuse us of is being afraid of naming names. I will always name names. I will always tell you who I'm talking about. 100%. If I were to make a video like this, I would totally be like, these are the people that have pushed me out. These are the people that have talked shit about me. These are the people that have cut me off. That's what I would do. I wouldn't do this shit. This is soft shit. This is soft serve ice cream shit.
But those who are just in it, just for the clicks, just for the money,
name names.
and they don't have any passion about actual games or the gaming industry and stuff, it's like, yeah, that's all it is for them. So, and
it has to be someone she's associated with, fam. That's the thing. It has to be someone she's associated with. She wouldn't make this video saying this if it wasn't someone that she's been involved with in the past, because she wouldn't give a fuck about any of those people. Melonie Mac doesn't really talk about people who aren't adjacent to Melonie Mac. Melonie Mac, typically when she's talking about her social relationships, it's people that she's associated with. Like, it's not just people that she's in parasocial relationships with or other people in her space. She means specifically people that she's aligned with, because that's the way her worldview is. She wouldn't talk about people if she didn't know them. So she's specifically talking about people in her space, people that she streamed with, people that she's associated with in the past, and she won't name names.
They are very cutthroat, and whenever there's less targets among the woke to focus on, then they want to find another target, and they'll make one, right? And it's very dog-eat-dog, and that's not my style. A lot of people are, well, I don't know about a lot, but there are some in that space who try to poke at...
It's real funny the people with the biggest swords get mad when the swords are turned on them. Again, going back to the beginning of this video, this, like, the cuntiness that comes from her, the bitchiness that comes from her on social media, because she's that bitch, right? She's on here calling people out. She's on here saying what needs to be said, dropping the F slur, just reminding y'all today is F day, or calling trans people all kinds of things, or doing blackface online. All these things are things that she did. She was the baddest bitch on the block. She's that chick until the swords are turned on her. And then all of a sudden it's victim time. Then she's a victim of a target within her own community from cutthroat activists within the anti-woke community who pretend to do things for clicks. And by the way, I want to point out, anybody who's ever shaded me or shaded anybody in my community for calling them out for doing that, here you have Melonie Mac, somebody in that community, saying that there are people in that community that do it. But she refuses to name names. We know who some of the names are because I talk about them quite often on my channel. I've talked about them over here. We've talked about them on the showcast. There are people in that community that literally do this for clicks. That's what they do it for. And so this is what she's saying. So she is saying it out loud. She might not be naming names, but she's saying it out loud. She's saying there are people in that community that target people who are woke for clicks, not because they care about what they're doing. And when they can't target woke people, they target people within their own community. So remember that next time you come into my videos and say, well, they're not doing that. They actually believe it. They're fighting the good fight. No, they're not. They're not fighting the good fight. Fuck them. And she's calling it out now. I'm not giving her credit because fuck her too. But the fact is, she is confirming what we have said all along.
Me constantly. They want a reaction out of me. They're making videos about me, fabricating things, lying, doing whatever they can to create some sort of drama with me, but it is a one-sided beef because I don't play that game. It's not the kind of person I am. I've never liked to just get in unnecessary drama with people.
You don't want to get in unnecessary drama with people? Literally, that is your business model. This cognitive dissonance, fucking false reality shit that they're trying to pull recently is crazy. It's wild. It's wild. You are a conflict marketer. You do it on Twitter to bring people to your YouTube, and it's the well, again, it's dried up. It's dry as fuck. But you're not somebody that gets involved in unnecessary drama. But you're also the one that drops random F-slur videos on Twitter and retweets people talking shit about them. And now that your Twitter is locked down because she protected her tweets, she's allowed to do that. She's allowed to do it, but she protected her tweets. So people who are not following her, or people that she has blocked, can't see the things that she's putting on Twitter. So I can't even confirm that she's gone from Twitter. I can't even confirm that because I don't know for sure. But to act like you're not part of drama, you're not part of conflict, you literally stream with the quartering. You literally streamed with heel versus babyface. Get the fuck out of here.
Well, it's just not what I do. I'm not going to be using my platforms to argue with people.
I hate to pause again, but just what the fuck? What the actual fuck?
It's not it. Like I would rather focus on the important things in life, and yes, calling out some of the evil that's going on in the world, but doing so in a way that I want the people who are doing said things that's evil, that I want to see redemption for them, and I want to see them.
There's no redemption for evil. See, this is the shit I'm talking about. This is when dumb people say shit, when dumb as fuck people say things and they don't understand the level, the gravity of what they're saying. They just say it and then they're like, oh yeah, this makes sense to me. If something is evil, if something is absolutely evil, there's no redemption. You have said before in your videos, and I've covered them, that there are people that are irredeemable. So you don't even believe that. This is fucking dumb talk. This is dumb shit, brain rot talk from Melonie Mac. You don't believe that. If you're calling someone evil and you're saying that they're indoctrinating kids and all this other stuff that you would accuse them of doing, there's no redemption for that. There's no room for redemption from that in your worldview. So I don't know who you're trying to fool with this video. You're trying to convince yourself. You're trying to convince your fans. I ain't buying it, sis. We're not buying it over here. We're not going to your lemonade stand. It's not happening.
Come to Jesus. So I want
to
be able to be graceful in that stuff, and I don't want to just be bickering and arguing with people.
Yes, you do.
Have disagreements with me.
You do, but you don't have the support. So this is what's happening. You do want to argue and bitch and fight with people on social media, but you only wanted to do it as long as you had people supporting you. And now that no one is supporting your dumb ass, now that you don't have that support, now that nobody's fucking lost in the sauce, a lot of people are waking up to your dumb shit. Now that you don't have that support from the community around you, guess what? You're out here fighting by yourself, and you're not built for it. You're not built for that level of conflict. You're not built for it. You can't do it by yourself. And that's great. Bow out. Go and run and play gaming streams or whatever you want to do. And just know that everything you've done up until this point, all the hate you've spread, all the nasty shit you've said about gay people and trans people, now you got no one on your side. There's no amount of ugliness and evilness that you can spew out there from your own fucking heart and soul and have people support you. There's no amount of that you can do that will ever amount to what you've lost in the community. Everything you gave up. Because you were all for diversity and inclusivity and supporting the community, and people had your back, and then you turned on motherfuckers. You turned on them, and you become a hateful, nasty, conniving, click-driven piece of shit streamer. That's what you did. You did this to yourself, sis. This is all on you. 100%. You did it to yourself, and now you got no one to back you up. All the people are supporting you. You turned on them. I forgot about this. You turned on them. They didn't turn on you. You did the same thing to them that you did to the gay community and the trans community. You did the same fucking thing with the whole sexiness in video games. You were all about it. Stellar Blade positive, ass cheeks out, Gooners unite, all that shit. You were down for that. And then all of a sudden you weren't, and you turned on everybody and called them all kinds of names and treated them like shit in the name of Christianity. You weaponized your Christianity against that community. And then they were like, no, fuck that. We're not going to listen to you. We're about freedom. We're about free speech. We're about free expression. Even if I don't always agree with them, that was their stance. And then you turned on them, and they're like, well, fuck you. And then you're like, oh, I'm going to go to My Chemical Romance concert. And then some of your fans turned on you. You got nobody. You got no one. Nobody's coming to save you in all of this. This is self-inflicted harm that you have done to yourself. That's what this is. You created this. This is your environment. Welcome to your world. The same thing that's happened with a lot of these other people. They're waking up to it, whether it be Eric July, Shad, Ryan Cannell, heel versus babyface, whoever the next person is on this train, you're going to wake up to it, and all of it is going to become clear to you, and you created this for yourself. You're not the victim that you say you are in all of this.
That's not my style. So I'm going to be focusing some more on having fun, playing some games, and I'll still be uploading here. And then I'm just going to figure out my schedule from there, because perhaps I can come up with some sort of healthy balance with all 3 channels. But yeah, instead of just only focusing on one predominantly, like if I can just have a healthy balance between 3 things like that, and doing so in a way that is going to make a positive difference in the world, that's what I'm ultimately going for. So
Gotta be fucking a positive difference in the world. Fuck you.
So yeah, I've gotten messages from people checking in on me lately, because I just took a step back to kind of reassess everything, and they've been saying things like, Melonie, don't you know you could be so famous if you really did this? You would be way more famous, and you'd have way more followers if you were more aggressive, and if you went after more people in this space or that space or the other space, and you could really take them out. Like, not actually take them out, but you know, you could really socially take them out, right? And it's just, that's not what I want. That's never what I've wanted, and I don't enjoy it.
You never wanted that? You never wanted that. So what about when you went after all of the developers in games? What about when you've gone after actors? What about when you've gone after directors? You've never wanted them socially canceled? You never want them fired from their jobs? You're okay with activists working in video games? You're okay with activists working in movies and TV shows? There's a little bit of jokiness, play here and there when I'm like, you need help or whatever. I have to be reminded that you absolutely 100% need something. I don't know what it is. Because either you're not understanding it, or the people that surround you are not doing their due diligence for helping you understand the reality of the world you exist in. I just don't even know what to say to that. That you didn't want people socially canceled. That doesn't make sense to anyone.
Anything like that, right? That's why when I do criticize anything somebody says online, like, it's never my intention to have people dogpile them. It's never my intention for, I don't want to see these people fail. I don't want to see these people hurt or anything.
What?
Like that. I just will sometimes point out something that is terrible that they may be trying to push into society, but I always, and I make it a point to say, I hope they find Jesus. I hope that.
That's not a no. That's not saying that you hope they find Jesus. Isn't, no, we're not doing that. No. If you don't want people canceled, you would have to say, I don't want to see them canceled. I don't want to see them lose their jobs. Saying that I hope they find Jesus is one of the biggest cop-outs, fucking facetious things you could say about someone. Not everybody is religious. And even if they are saying that you hope they find Jesus, it doesn't make it okay when you've gone after them and called them groomers and indoctrinators and all this other stuff. No, fuck that. That's not okay. That doesn't mean that you haven't caused any harm with the content you've made. No. We're not doing that. You're not getting it past us.
Things happen in their life, because that is my intention. So
no, it's not. You're a liar.
Yeah, could I be more famous if I was really dog eat dog and all that? I know that I have takes that offend a lot of people and stuff, but I'm well intended in that, and it's definitely not to wish harm on anybody. And never.
So you don't wish harm on anybody when you're making F-slur videos, right? You're never doing it for that reason. When you talk about libs crying, trans people crying, gay people crying, when you're doing that, that's never wishing harm on people. That's you being nice. I'm just being nice while I hope that people cry because I'm F-slurring them. That's just me being nice. It's me being a Christian. Yeah, cool story, bro. Don't believe it.
Has been in anything that I've done, even in using.
This is almost like an apology tour. Sorry to pause it so quickly. It's like an apology tour. This is her doing this, hoping that someone will stumble on it and go, I forgive you, Melonie. I forgive you. I know you didn't mean to hurt anybody. I was a fan. I walked away because you were getting so extreme and all the content you were making was hurting people. But now you never intended to hurt anybody. I don't know what I was thinking. All those anti-trans videos you had where you said they were going after children. You never meant them any harm. You hope they find Jesus. I forgive you. I forgive you. I'm going to come back and be part of Melonie Mac's channel now because of that. No, fuck that.
This slur and that slur or whatever, it's always been in lighthearted fun.
Did she actually address it? Slurs were used in lighthearted fun. Okay, so I need you guys to, before we listen to what she has to say here, I need you guys to understand what the situation is, right? Earlier, she accused people in her space of doing things for clicks. They didn't believe in the things they were saying. It was all for clicks, going viral, getting attention, all of that shit. That's what she said earlier. She was throwing so much shade towards those people. And now she's admitting that every time she was making a video slurring my community out, slurring trans people out, that it was all in lighthearted fun. Meaning, for everybody who's able to pay attention here, she was doing it for the clicks. She was doing it for the attention, for getting the views, all of that. That's why she did it. She didn't mean it. She didn't mean any of it. It was all just for views and clicks and attention. She's admitting to it. Let's listen to it again.
Anything that I've done, even in using, oh, you use this slur and that slur or whatever, it's always been in lighthearted fun. It in the vein of freedom of speech. It has never been in a I want to wish harm on these people type thing ever.
The negligent audacity of a motherfucking heterosexual cisgendered white woman to be like, I was slurring out marginalized people who are literally losing rights, trans people who are literally getting assaulted, beat up, all the people that the struggles are dealing with. It was so funny to you that you thought that the easiest way to express your freedom of speech on this platform is to slur out my community and the communities under the queer umbrella. There are levels to this shit for me where I'm like, you know what? Some of it I kind of laugh about. Even some of the dumb shit she said in this video, I kind of laughed about. But I don't find that even remotely funny. It was actually, even though it was despicable and fucked up and awful, I thought she's slurring us out because she's a Christian zealot and this is just her way of firing back at queer people. That's what I thought, right? But now she's saying that no, there was no deeper meaning to it, right? She just did it to express her freedom of speech. So out of all the things she could have done, all the things in the world she could have picked out to prove that her free speech is still valid or whatever, all the things she could have done, she decided the best course of action for her is to slur out marginalized communities, people that are literally fighting for there are 60 plus countries in the world where it is illegal to be gay and trans. There's almost 15 of them where you can go under the death penalty for being gay. She thought that the best course of action for her was to take her fucking privileged ass here on social media and express her freedom of speech by slurring out my community. I don't even think I could get away with what the fuck I want to say on YouTube right now. I feel like YouTube would come down on me with the fucking hammer and knock my channel out if I were to say what's actually in my motherfucking head right now. What's actually going on up here, I would get in so much trouble. So I'm going to keep it cute. I'm going to keep it real cute.
So, anyway, those who know that, but people will lie all the time. But anyway,
it's not about the people that know. The people that know, I don't give a fuck what happens in a vacuum. I don't give a fuck what happens with you and your close friends. The harm that you inflicted, the people on the other end of that, this is how fucking irresponsible it is. The people on the other end of your clips are getting attacked and treated like shit on behalf of your videos, off of your tweets. And now it's just, ha ha ha, it was a joke. This is my freedom of speech. That's the hill we're on right now. So you stand for motherfucking nothing. You stand for nothing. This is crazy. I started out annoyed by her and laughing about this, but now I'm actually kind of fucking pissed off. I'm actually kind of pissed off because I've been covering this shit for years. I've been on the receiving end of people using Melonie Mac's videos and tweets to come after me and talk shit about me and people in my community. And it was just a joke. It's just a joke, bro. Holy fucking shit.
I don't want to just rant forever. So I hope to see you guys in my gaming streams, and otherwise, yeah, I'll still be uploading here, just not.
I don't even want to finish this. I don't even want to finish. There's only a couple minutes left. I'm not even going to finish it. I am so fucking annoyed and angry and pissed off at her right now. I just don't even know where to go from here. Fuck you. Fuck your channel. I'm glad that you're no longer accepted into your community. I'm glad they shut you off. Not only do I fucking hate some of the stuff they do and dislike all of them and think they're all liars, but the fact that you are so awful that you walked away from a community that embraced you, you turned on them, then the community that picked you up and platformed you, you turned on them, and now you're mad that they're not supporting you. And so now you have no one to turn to. You have no one. You've completely locked yourself out of any community whatsoever. You're too fucking volatile for Christians, which is why you were like, oh, all the slurs and stuff I said, that was just a joke. You're too volatile for them because they don't want to be associated with somebody that does that stuff. You can't go back to the gamers, the ones you were streaming with, because you've already accused them of being these degenerate groomers, the Goonergate stuff. You've done that within your own community. You've come after gay people. You come after trans people. You have no one. And I don't give a fuck. I think everything that is happening to you right now, you have caused for yourself. These are problems you have created for yourself. Welcome to your reality and have the life you deserve.